sense. It's sensical.
You forgot one rule.
Yeah, tell me about stats, Nick.
We get to bring some numbers into play.
Stats on stats, Patron on ice.
Each debater gets the opportunity to invoke a statistic. This statistic is truth. It is 100% infallible, and it is worthwhile.
Infallible.
Yeah. This is my debate topic for this evening. Do you know how people say we've been through thick and thin together?
Yeah.
I've heard that.
I've been told that.
You've been through thick and thin with probably your husband.
Oh, yeah.
And probably other
Actually,
various friends.
Been pretty great.
I've been through thick and thin with you two.
Yeah.
And with my own wife.
Interesting.
Thick times and some thin times.
We've had some thick times on this podcast and some thin times.
Well, and that's the very topic. What is better, thick or thin?
Wow.
This term is thrown around without being defined.
It's really like thrown around audaciously.
Yeah, that.
Another one of our sponsors.
It
Audaciously.
Flippantly, I'll say.
Yeah, thick or thin. What is better?
What's the good part to go through?
So essentially, you want us to... We kind of need to define those terms.
Because thin is easier to go to, but thick is better to go. I don't know.
You don't know, but we don't know what the thick is or what the thin is.
Okay, so once we're assigned our sides, we can define what thick and thin is.
Well, yeah. I mean, ask me any clarifying questions you have now, and then that's literally what we were doing. Yeah. When I assign you your sides.
All right, I think we're ready.
Yeah,
Whoa.
I don't. There's not a lot of clarification to do here.
1, 2, 3, 2, 1.
Well, what sides are we? You idiot.
Okay, because Anna is not thick. Anna...
Are you serious?
Nick,
I get thick.
You're thick. You're thin. Anna has an ongoing thing where she thinks she's thick,
Girl
but
wants
she's
to be
not.
with 2 C's thick.
I'm upset. I just got shamed.
That was a great opportunity for
I'm
me.
upset.
Okay,
How'd you not see it coming?
Meh.
Nick, you think thick is best. Anna,
Okay.
you think thin
That's
is
so
best.
easy. We all know thick is best.
Whoa!
Don't devalue your point
concede.
now.
Okay.
You have a lot of there's a lot of room.
You have so much
outside.
value.
Ow. I just got my foot smashed.
Well, it's because we're all within centimeters of one another.
I hate people.
Thick.
God.
I'll start with this. If you opened up a jar of peanut butter, would you want it to be thick? Or would you want it to be thin?
Thick.
The way I think of thin peanut butter is like the
water.
closest I could think
oily.
of is the oil at the top, and you have to stir it, and then you put it in your mouth, and then you feel like you got to suck venom out of some child's snake bite.
Yeah.
You got that oil in there.
I had expired peanut butter this last weekend at my in-laws'
Ew,
house.
you devil.
Yeah.
Did you make
You
it?
devil! I'm
So-
not a curse.
So you know you want a thick jar of peanut butter.
Thick boy.
You want yourself a thick turkey club, 3 layers, bread in the middle, like a Big Mac for brunch. You want yourself, when it's foggy out, may as well be thick fog, and then at least you got a spooky scene to be a part of,
Yeah.
right? And
Yeah, none of that leafish fog.
no, none of that wispy swamp mist. I want
It's the real deal.
thick Wolfman fog, Sherlock Holmes running through those red eyes in the night. That's what I'm looking
thick
for.
like the sexual tension of a Christian couple.
Exactly.
After they're married.
After they're married.
And they don't know what's good yet.
When you want a mattress, that princess in her pea wanted the thickest mattress you could ever think of. She wanted so many thick ones. There was like 19 of them.
But it didn't help in the end
It
of
did
the day.
well. No,
That's the
because
whole moral of the story.
it needed to be thicker. All right.
I don't know. That's not the problem of the story.
You want thick bones so that they're not crackling.
But light bones make you faster. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I'm already rebutting you.
You're
I
doing
shouldn't
my
be
job
I
for
shouldn't
me.
be
Come
doing
on, you want thick bones as a human. Maybe as a bird, you want hollow, thin.
Yeah, she's right.
But I qualitatively will domineeringly say that people are better than birds, and maybe that's a debate topic for the future.
a debate topic.
to navigate
That's one
further
thing.
episodes.
I know to be true in my heart.
Okay, but we've all said that we...
No, chill.
No, she could come in now.
Nope,
Take
keep
it down
going.
a notch. Don't scream.
Okay.
All I have to say, you want thick in all your places.
In all the right places.
In all the right places, you want things thick.
Are you done?
Yeah, passing it on. Take your time.
I'm upset. Nick,
You thin
you
person.
you bore. And that's open to interpretation. OOR or OAR. Who knows?
Wait, boor?
You're thinking poor. You're thinking B-O-R-E, like
They're
boar.
A-R or B-O-R-E?
B-O-O-R.
What's a boor?
What is that one?
You don't know what a boar is?
No, we don't all read Faulkner and in bars.
You should.
Excuse me. Define boar.
Okay, a boor is someone who is uncultured and uncouth.
I would think that'd be a B-O-R-E.
No, that means you would
You're
do
boring.
not stimulate entertainment.
Really?
Boorish.
I like the word.
Boorish. You are boorish when you eat with your fingers. You are boorish when you leave the toilet
Oh,
seat
I thought
up.
that was a nationality. Okay, go.
No. Okay. B-O-O-R,
I'm a
B-O-A-R, B-O-R-E. Nick, you might be one or all of the following.
You might
Above.
be a boar. Okay, hit me with that thin stuff.
All I'm saying is that, Nicholas, just because you always agree to supersize it at the drive-thru doesn't mean that is better. And that's also just you being greedy and a slovenly creature. Okay?
Yeah, that's a lot of 7 deadly sins.
You are 6 out of 7 there, and I won't say which one you've omitted. Okay.
Lust. Big burgers.
Okay. Between thick and thin, thin is better because it has greater longevity. Thick, there is only... Did you know, can I get scientific real quick? That 2 masses cannot occupy the same spot at the same time.
I've heard that.
True.
Well, it is.
How do you mean?
Okay.
Like at a molecular level.
Yes. So at some point, things are going to be so thick that the world gets stuffy because there's so much mass filling up our atmosphere.
Yeah.
But what I'm saying is that thin is better because there's always room to breathe. There is longevity to it.
Okay, that's what makes sense to me about your point, right? Is because when I say I'm walking through thick and thin is easier to walk through, right?
Exactly.
Is that what you're saying?
Exactly. Like if the quicksand is
The thick sand.
if the quicksand is too thick, it's going to suck you down. But if it's kind of thin, you can kind of like run through it. So like in that situation, thin is better.
Yeah. Okay.
Also, like, you know, a dark beer is going to get you drunker faster, which is bad, and it's going to inhibit your judgment abilities. But if you have like a nice light pilsner, it's thinner.
You have more of it.
You can have more of it.
Like a Michelob.
So what I'm saying is that more thin is better. Ultimately, you're just going to have less thick.
Mighty more thin Power Rangers.
C or CK. It's up to you.
Mighty more thin Power Rangers.
Mighty
is
because
a
they're
fun idea.
because they're more thin.
It's just
skinny.
It's just a group of
Just
Power Rangers that are a
gaunt.
little thinner.
they're ghoulish.
Gaunt colored.
Real.
Let's name them: pink, yellow,
Purple,
white,
blue?
black,
White.
blue.
White is one of them.
There's a White Ranger.
Yes.
Tommy was the Green Ranger and then progressed into the White Ranger.
Can we like watch that sometime?
Yeah, I was like right on the end of that being cool. I never really watched it. Your age.
We have been over this.
Very important to me.
We have.
That we're too young for the Power. My sister loved Power Rangers. I did not.
My brother did. Yeah. Okay.
Okay, that's
So
it.
thin is better because you could get more of it.
Because it's longevity.
Just a quick rebuttal to something Ian said, right?
Okay,
You were
yeah.
saying
let's-
it's easier to walk through thin.
That's
But
what I
it's-
was thinking.
But
yeah.
it's more comfortable to walk through thick. Right?
Oh, well,
Imagine you're hugging your bony grandma or you're hugging your big beefy uncle.
Ew.
Which one's a better hug?
No, the
Oh, yeah,
bony
yeah.
grandma.
Bony grandma, her
No.
chin and her
Thick
Adam's
uncle.
apple are jabbing right into your cheek.
Thick uncle's gonna drip his sweat on you.
no.
No. If he's like a Tommy Bahama uncle, maybe. But if he's just an uncle,
That's a good point. That's a
If
hug that's
he's-
better thick.
if he's like a Midwestern church uncle with a tucked-in polo, that's a nice hug.
A thick uncle is a better hug. I'm sorry. He's got that point. He's secured it.
Yeah.
Unless
yeah.
you can shake him from it.
Okay, no. Thin is better. Thin, again, if we're talking about thin meaning lean, like times are lean, it's more trying for the soul.
Oh, yeah,
And
okay.
ultimately, if we're talking about longevity, as I have been, what is more lasting than the soul?
It produces strength.
And it produces strength.
And a lean.
So I'm just saying,
yeah.
ultimately, there's no good, thick benefits for the soul when it comes to
okay,
thick.
but here's the thing about thin is it inspires in me just depletion, just negative entropy of something decaying. Like trees, you want a thick foliage of leaves.
No.
You don't want branchy,
I want
thin, skinny
an
little.
aspen.
No. You want a sycamore.
Okay, I have a sneaking
Redwoods.
suspicion.
Thicker trees than most, and people like those a lot.
People
It's
do
true.
love
People like
redwoods.
those trees.
People pay to see
They're so thick, you could
tree.
drive a thick Honda CRV right through that tree.
You could do something thick through something thicker.
Toyotathon is coming up.
Oh, well.
I count the days.
So we're talking, I just, to continue my point, thick, for me, it just implies jovial, satiated, contentment, completion, right? When you think about your favorite characters, think Winnie the Pooh. Do you like Pooh or do you like Rabbit? Rabbit's high-strung and cracking his knuckles.
Thin.
Yeah, and he's so thin.
I hate
and
he's
worrying about. He's worrying about. Hang on. He's worrying about did he get the right detergent? But then Pooh's a thick boy, and he's got a thick pot of honey, and he's like, "Whoa, okay, right."
I do love honey.
But where does he get in life? He just tubs and thubs around
And
in
he's
the
fine.
forest.
He's happy.
That's what I do. Okay, Anna. Here's what I want to in defense of thin. All right, what are some things that you know to be good that are thin?
What are some things that I know to be good that are thin?
He's named Chubby Uncles. He's named Winnie the Pooh. He's named Honey.
Peanut butter.
What are some thin good things?
Thin mints.
I hate mint chocolate. I've been over this on top.
That's just
Know your audience. We've had this before.
I hate thin mints.
okay.
Keep going.
How about Twizzlers?
Well, Twizzlers, that's an interesting case because Twizzlers, you start as thick and then you can peel them down to be thin. And I always peel them down to be thin.
Twizzlers are
What
truly
about
through thick and
pinstripes?
thin.
Pinstripes?
Yeah.
On clothing.
Oh, I'm a stripe guy.
Okay. Well, they're better thin than thick.
A thick stripe isn't as appealing to me.
No, you like thin boys.
I do. Okay.
Also, like, Weimaraners.
Those are thin animals.
They're thin animals.
I like a whiny.
Snakes are good.
Someone says snakes are the thinnest animals.
What is the thinnest animal? What's the quietest animal? What's the quietest food?
We've already been over that.
Yeah, I decided it's tortillas.
Okay. Can I invoke my statistic?
Uh-huh.
Did you boys know
Probably not.
that of
It sounds like you didn't know.
did you know that of 100% of the cows that graze our pastures,
Okay, of
they
100%
are
of them.
all trying to cut back on how much grass they eat because they're like, "Ugh, I should be
I
thinner."
need to thin down.
Yeah.
Oh wait, why?
So
did you
the
go
thing
over,
that
like-
makes you thick wants to be thin.
Okay, so you're talking about the issue for cattle, a hot button issue for cattle is
Is they're trying to cut back on grazing because they know they're too big and they're tired of making people thick and they want to make people thin.
Here's my statistic.
Uh-huh.
Do you know when our nation's GDP grew the most?
of course Reaganomics.
Nope, not him.
No, I don't know.
Not him. It was when our thickest president, Taft.
That's not true.
Yep. Taft raised our total gross national product.
You're making stuff up.
gross domestic product the most.
What did he do to deserve that?
People saw him and they were like, you know what?
Big tub.
Yep, I want the type of life that guy has. I'm going to buy more.
He's a tub guy.
I want more. And we're based on consumption. Our whole society is based on it. So, Thick Boy Taft made it happen. Thick peanut butter is better. Thick uncles are where I want to place my head at night.
Wow. Okay, I'm ready. I'm ready for conclusion time. Hop in decision time. It's the minion time. I have dominion over this debate, and I say what is true, and what is false, and what is right.
You interpret the law.
And this is the time of my month that I feel the most power, and I'm about to dispel my power
Go ahead.
and forsake one of you.
We can tell. We know.
We do know that it is Nick who won.
So stupid.
You are so caught up in your
You
Cubs
made
game.
me late to my Cubs game
No, you're caught
to
up in that.
lose a debate.
Here's what I see spinning in your head. Cubs score.
Yeah.
How do I... Parking. No, you're going to ride your bike.
Those baby blues on Chris Bryant.
What's wrong with me being excited to go sit behind the dugout?
How much is an old style going to... Oh, no, they sell 312s now, don't they?
Yeah.
No more old
And daisy
styles.
cutters.
Oh, that's pretty cool. Anna, all in all...
This is dumb.
You had a...
No. Do not look at extraneous factors. I would know who actually won the debate.
I'm serious Nick won it. And it's because I think you were caught up. And what you have next, be present, girl.
If that's all you have to say, then I am leaving.
Okay, no, that's not the case. Nick, you won because you gave a lot more tangible